What's poppin', my lyrical heads? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. I hope you are Gucci. Now, enough with all that. We know why we're here. We're here for the reaction. Y'all know what time it is, and it's time to get into this Dax To Be a Man remix featuring Darius Rucker. This thing dropped. I couldn't even tell you when this thing dropped. I don't know, but I think it's been like a week or something. I know your man's a little late, but I'm excited to get into this. The original, in my opinion, was very emotional because I connected with it a lot. So I'm pretty sure this one I might get emotional. I have no idea, but I'm excited to get into it, see what Dax and Darius is talking about. But less of me, more Dax and Darius. Let's get into it.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
I said this in the original thing because I believe the course is pretty much kind of the same. But he said they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Man, man, man. I know a lot of men, including myself, have felt that. You know what I'm saying? That we got to push our feelings to the side and just provide, and that's what a man's supposed to do. That's at least how I was taught that a man is supposed to pretty much provide for their family and put their emotion to the side and do what you got to do to provide. You know what I'm saying? So like, just to reiterate that, man, it's tough. But let's get back to it.
And they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should.
I just want to say that's what I'm talking about. You say you try to please everyone while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of bounds, compromising situations. Like it it's so true, man. Like so many men struggle with their emotions, how to cope, dealing with their feelings, and it is tough because a lot of, especially my generation and previous generations, right? And we just taught to throw some dirt on it, push your emotions to the side, and smile and pretty much get through it. So a lot of people just fake that happiness and emotion, you know what I'm saying, and do pretty much what they can. You know what I'm saying? It is tough. But my man Darius is over here speaking some facts right now. You know what I'm saying?
Please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. Give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county line.
Yo. That is so deep. He said, inside a home that you built, you don't recognize as home. And, and that's what my daddy told me. And I tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried. He might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. Man, man. Like, we gotta break that, you know what I'm saying, generational curse of passing that down to our children. You know what I'm saying? Like, coping and dealing with our emotions is like older generations might get mad about it, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's very important. So kids and pretty much myself, my generation, and even, you know, past generations, man, they need to learn how to cope and deal with their emotion and learn how to express themselves in a positive way, you know what I'm saying? And it's tough because we were just never taught that, but we we got to learn it as parents and pass that down to our kids because you don't want them to go through the same struggles that you went through. You know what I'm saying? You want them, as a parent, you want your kids to be more successful than you. At least that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can think whatever you want to think, but that's just my opinion.
Alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound. I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express.
This one said that's exactly what I'm talking about. Golly. You know, fathers action play a role and we end up just like them. So they can't let us see them hurt because we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. That's what I'm talking about. Like, especially if you have sons, don't just, to a certain extent, I understand, like, yo, throw some dirt on it, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? We get a little boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Be strong. But honestly, I tell my daughters that too. So it's not just a boy thing. But when it comes to them expressing their emotions and telling telling you just how they feel, and this obviously goes with your daughters too, you know what I'm saying? Let them express their emotions in a positive way. No one's saying how them, go butt ass wild. No one's saying that. But teach them how to cope and teach them how to deal with their emotions in a positive way. And if that's journaling, if that's drawing, if that's um writing a letter, if that's taking pictures, if that's a certain hobby that they got to do to express themselves, and like I'm saying, in a positive way, emphasize a positive, because people can pick up bad habits and do it in a negative way. We don't want that, right? But like, you if you have a son, man, just teach them to deal with their emotions at a young age so they can embody that and they can understand that, like, not being okay is okay, and getting through those emotions and getting through them, not ignoring them, because if you just push them emotions aside, they're eventually just going to build up and they're going to hurt you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've dealt with that. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have dealt with that. You know what I'm saying? But teach your kids. Teach your kids. It's important.
As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man, you
I just want to say it hit home when he said all the things that they can't express, they go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health, and grab the bottle and ask for help, trying to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. Like, as someone who served, I've seen so many friends, brothers in arms, people that I've been close with, been to battle with. I've seen them go through this. You know what I'm saying? Like, the military they act like they care so much, right? And like they have so many resources out there to help veterans with their mental health. So I'm not saying like they don't try, but they discard service members to the side like all the time. Then there's the stigma of you getting help for your mental health while you're in, while you're out, and people just look at you different, like you aren't tough enough, you ain't strong enough. And finding help is just like very important, especially to your mental health. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit there and you'll go work out. You go work out, but like your mental health is something that you need to also work out. And if that's reading a book, like I'm saying, journaling, drawing, doing things that help you pretty much express yourself, you know what I'm saying, in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? But like that, I've seen so many friends, pick up the bottle, pick up drugs, become addicts, and they use that to cope. And it's tough, man. It's tough to see one of your friends just go through it. Someone you, a brothers and sisters in arms, you just watch them go through it. You know what I'm saying? And you try to lend a hand, you try to reach out, and you just don't. You can't do enough. You know what I'm saying? You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. But like that hit home. You know what I'm saying?
They do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man, you provide. They don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves. We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home.
You know, first off, I love how Dax is branching out his genre and doing different things. Like, I appreciate it. I love the diversity of pretty much what he's doing. I love when artists do that. But when you hear like songs like this and it just really hits home for you, you know what I'm saying? And it really just gets you in the feels. It just makes you think. It makes you, you know what I'm saying, want to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like this song really hits home. I can totally relate to it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only man that can relate to it. I'm pretty sure a lot of men out there can relate to it because just how we were raised. You know what I'm saying? My generation was going through it, and I'm not saying like past my generation, future generations aren't going through things like this, but they're definitely more innovative and open and diverse and open minded about this. You know what I'm saying? And as I grow up and realize certain aspects of my life and going to therapy and getting the help that I need, right? It it really helps you express your emotions and in a positive manner. And it just helps, you know what I'm saying? Like what I do now, this right here to me is like it's therapy. I enjoy it. I truly do. So like if if you're a man and you going through it, just know that you aren't alone. You know what I'm saying? You can hit my line, but not my line, not my phone number. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be just giving that out. But y'all can hit my Instagram and like we can just shoot the shit and talk. You know what I'm saying? It's man to man because it's okay just to express your emotions to another man. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, we got to break that stigma and really get through it. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed this song. Really enjoyed this song. Got to go download it. But definitely go down there if y'all messing with the content. You know what I'm saying? Like your man's. Go down there, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Come support your man. It's greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll check y'all next time. Hopefully, my next reaction is not this emotional. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, it's more uplifting. You know what I mean? Because I don't like feeling this way at all. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll check y'all next time. So, deuces.